say, can you see what folks along Baltimore Harbor yesterday hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? Is a Star-Spangled Banner, or rather, an exact replica of the flag that flew over Fort McHenry when it was under British bombardment 199 years ago this weekend. A turning point in the War of 1812.
People are still trying to figure out what it all means to be an American, to be a citizen of this country. And symbols like the flag and the anthem, they come out of this conflict.
Kristen Schenning is Director of Education at the Maryland Historical Society.
A lot of things come out of the War of 1812 that help us define who we are as Americans. And I think the flag as a symbol became linked to the writing of the national anthem, the defense of Fort McHenry, or the Star-Spangled Banner.
The actual banner is on display at a place of honor in the National Museum of American History in Washington, minus some snippets that were given away as souvenirs to War of 1812 veterans.
So everybody grab the edge of the red.
This summer, Schenning and a team of quilters took on the task of not only recreating the flag, they did it using the same painstaking process as the original flag maker, Mary Pickersgill.
Mary Pickersgill is kind of one of those forgotten heroes of the United States, and she's a fascinating woman. She was in her mid-30s when she made the Star-Spangled Banner flag. But it is just another flag for her at this point in time. She completes it in 6 weeks. That's really a feat. This is a huge flag, and it's a lot of sewing, and she would have, been using candles.
Back then, she had only a handful of people to help her. This summer's project took nearly 200 volunteers, sewing for 6 weeks straight, all by hand, just as Pickersgill did.
Perfect.
No small feat, given the flag's size, 42 by 30 feet.
We estimated the number of stitches to be about 150,000. That, I think, now is a low estimate.
The banner's 15 bright stars are tilted. No one seems to know exactly why. Each of them 2 feet wide, requiring 1,300 stitches apiece.
This is the first step in getting the stars onto the background.
Amy Dietrich was in charge of that challenging task.
We don't see it as work. We don't see it as work at all.
Keep going, keep going.
I love the name of the project is Stitching History.
Visitors to the Historical Society this summer were invited to pitch in with a stitch. 8-year-old Bridget Van Valkenburg among them.
Everybody forgot Mary Pickersgill, and I want everybody to remember that she made the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say can you see?
The original Star-Spangled Banner was raised in triumph at the end of the perilous fight, a battle watched o'er the ramparts by Francis Scott Key, detained aboard a British ship nearby. Inspired by what he saw, Key wrote the words to the song that has since become our national anthem. And so, flag and anthem came together once more yesterday. When the replica was raised in all its glory over Baltimore's Fort McHenry, giving proof through many a dawning to come that our flag is still there. And now, we proudly hail Bon Schieffer in Washington to find out what's